The negotiator himself, Donald Trump, is at it again after he met with Ukrainian President Zelensky yesterday at his Mar-a-Lago resort.
I do believe that we have the makings of a deal that's good for Ukraine, good for everybody.
I hope that all these documents can bring peace as quick as possible.
It's going to go very quickly. I think we're in final stages of talking. It'll either end or it's going to go on for a long time, and millions of additional people are going to be killed. Millions.
Now, he's seemingly eyeing more progress in Israel as he meets with Prime Minister Netanyahu today. And what are the true global ramifications if peace deals in both Israel and Ukraine are suspended indefinitely, or benefit one side or the other? I'm Colin Moore. So President Trump met with President Zelensky yesterday, but not before having a roughly 1-hour phone call with Vladimir Putin, a trend that continues almost every time Trump meets with the Ukrainian president. What we know from the talks so far is that the presidents and their advisors met for around 3 hours yesterday to discuss a revised 20-point peace plan to end the war in Ukraine. And while no official end is truly in sight, both men described the talks as a favorable step in the right direction. In the past, following similar discussions, both Trump and Zelensky have traded blows in the news reports, so this is definitely positive. However, man, there's always a however. However, Russia's still publicly holding firm on concession of Ukrainian land in Donbass and Crimea, something Ukraine has remained adamant about holding on to, as prior to this Russian invasion, it was sovereign Ukrainian territory. So what does this mean for other lands invaded by other countries? Well, Trump is already shifting his incredibly short attention span to Israel, as he's currently meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu to hopefully discuss moving forward to the second phase of the three-phase peace deal establishing the region. And elsewhere, well, it's just the same bend don't break defense the U.S. is running here. China announced this weekend that they would be mobilizing their military, all forms of their military, for extensive war games involving live ammunition surrounding Taiwan. China says that these exercises are a show of force to prevent any further global discussion of Taiwanese independence.
China also fired the rockets in the Taiwan Strait. A volley of rockets was visible from the Chinese island of Pington, which is the closest point to Taiwan's main island. Now, earlier, China's military had released some footage showing destroyers, frigates, fighters and bombers conducting drills around Taiwan, and the drills are simulating a blockade of the self-ruled island's key ports. The drills have also greatly disrupted air travel, and the Taiwanese authorities estimate that the drills will affect more than 100,000 passengers flying to and from the island. It said that nearly about 300 international departures and around 265 international arrivals and roughly about 296 transit flights will be affected. The Taiwanese fighter jets were seen flying out of the Hinshu Air Base. Taipei has said that it is monitoring the situation and has deployed troops in view of the drills. But President Lai Ching-te has vowed that Taiwan will not be escalating the conflict or will provoke disputes. Now, the show of force by China comes after the Trump administration approved a major new arms package for Taiwan. The Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi said that China will forcefully counter these large-scale U.S. weapon sales. However, the U.S. President Donald Trump has said that he's not worried about the Chinese drills.
I have a great relationship with President Xi, and he hasn't told me anything about it. I certainly have seen it, but he hasn't told me anything about it, and I don't believe he's going to be doing it.
Does it worry you?
No, nothing worries me.
A recent Pentagon report has warned that China has sped up its timeline for securing Taiwan. The report says that China expects to be able to fight and win a war on Taiwan by the end of 2027. The draft report further says that Beijing is refining its military options to take the territory by brute force.
So China is now officially testing the waters. They've seen other countries commit genocide with little to no consequence for years now, and it probably won't be as long as we thought before they take advantage of the perceived opportunity. That's why these peace negotiations with Russia and Israel are so important. It isn't just about Gaza or Ukrainian territory. The outcome of these talks, the ability to actually enforce their stipulations, will shake up how the world works together in a period of mass globalization. If the U.S. isn't strong enough to deter genocide in the small region of the Gaza Strip, how long will it be before other world powers see the weakness grow and then strike? The once mighty deterrent has become a political laughingstock over the past decade, and that's not something that's going to be forgotten like some high school rumor passing in a week. Right now, we're stuck. Whether you believe in Donald Trump's politics or you don't, what's becoming increasingly clear is that it's going to take time for America to be taken seriously on the global stage without physical acts of force. I mean, look at Venezuela and Nigeria. It's not about whose missile is bigger and who's crazy enough to deploy them. And the old decorum of politics in America has fallen to, well, roll it.
No more distractions. No more electric tanks. No more gender confusion. No more climate change worship. We are laser focused on our mission of warfighting.
We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into. It's called peace through strength.
You look into the eyes of these young Americans who are giving up the best years of their life in a uniform to serve their nation. They are incredible.
Through our power and might, we will lead the world to peace. Our friends will respect us, our enemies will fear us, and the whole world will admire the unrivaled greatness of the United States military. We will replenish the pride of our armed forces, end the recruitment crisis.
We don't fight because we hate what's in front of us. We fight because we love what's behind us.
God bless you. God bless our armed forces. God bless our men and women serving overseas. And God bless the United States of America.
I have no words. None. Other than, what's that about our service members liking something behind them? Seems a little gay. I mean, nothing screams hetero like excluding women from your barracks, worshipping young fit men, and talking about your big missiles together. The world is at a crossroads right now, and the U.S. might not be the most fit and well-balanced, mentally stable nation to take on the burden. In fact, I'm now almost positive that the U.S. is not the most fit and well-balanced, mentally stable nation to take on this burden. We'll see where the talks with Israel go today, as well as any new developments in Ukraine, and discuss that later in the week on The Observatory with Reuben Tiger Wesley. For today, I'm Colin Moore, and this has been another episode of Release the Factions. Please, if you enjoyed our video, give us a like and subscribe, and have a Happy New Year. We'll see you later in the week.